wives of those who have stood firm for democracy, the husbands of those who have stood firm for democracy.
Really? Are these the faces of those who have stood firm for democracy? Or the faces of persons who have turned democracy upside down? The people who have chosen to pledge their allegiance to an individual rather than to the Constitution and to their country for their selfish interests? Really? You call these people who stood firm for democracy people who are nothing better than liars? People who on public TV came out and said they are decamped from the PDP and they were now in the APC and they celebrated it in the public glare of everybody, and when the reality of their actions hit them, they made a full 180 and decided to lie and say they never decamped because they didn't want to give up their seats. And you call these ones the ones that stood firm for democracy, or the people that stood for the mockery of democracy? People that turned democracy upside down. Wike.
These are the wise men who stood firm for me. Today, the wise men, they turned the law upside down. Yes, they also turned the law upside down when they took you.
The truth has to be said. Wike is a threat to democracy. Well-meaning Nigerians must not just look on, sit idly by, while people like Wike continue to drag our democracy in the mud. He keeps openly taking responsibility to doing things that are against the Constitution. Here is him admitting that he turned the law upside down to choose Fubara, and that they are turning the law upside down again to fight the same Fubara with his so-called wise men. Come on, people should know to be loyal and pledge allegiance only to the Constitution of their countries, not to the interest of one man, and by extension their own private and personal interests. Wike should be called to order, and Nigerians must take note of his actions and organize to make sure that Wike does not destroy democracy in Nigeria in his bid to look good and appear in the good books of Tinubu, who he thinks he is taking after his footstep, who he thinks he is doing well for, who obviously is not so different. We must take care to protect the democracy we have so that people like Wike, and by extension the President Tinubu, do not destroy our democracy.
But most of you do not understand the fight that is going on. You think it is these people here. Come on, sit down. Who are these people? Who are these people? These people are a lot of people. Let me tell you what is going on. Can I tell you? Do you want to hear? You are sure? See what is going on in Nigeria. And I have no regret at all. And we have no regret at all for supporting President Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Yes, sir. I have no regret. I have no regret about it. All these things you are seeing, there's Atiku group, there's P2B group, and there's some few governors of PDP who believe I'm a problem to them, and I'll continue to be a problem to them. The Atiku group believe that I and my team stopped them from becoming president. We stopped injustice. What we stopped was what? Injustice. All we wanted was equity, fairness, and what? Justice. And we told PDP, if you don't allow this, you will pay. Am I hiding it? Do you not tell them they will pay for it? So what you are saying, I think you group believe that we stopped them from being a president. Obi's group They lobbied me so much, yet they cannot deny it. And I said, look, this one won't fly. If I said it will not go to where I will not know, it won't fly. So there's also a gang up. And look, enough is enough. They must fight us back. They are fighting themselves. Did you understand me? There's another group within the PDP who wants to be president. And they said, look, if we don't do anything now, we'll have a problem. But I can assure you they will have a problem. I can assure you they will have what? A problem. And there's also another APC group. I will tell you the truth. I know. Very prominent. Let me tell all of you, all these people combined, they will lose.
Seriously, I don't think all is well with Wike. Those of you who are close to him, who are around him, please check on him. Let him do a full medical checkup. You know, I don't think all is well with him. What he's doing now, you can see it all over him. He's stressed. He's like that same person who sits in air-conditioned room and is sweating. You see him is ranting. You remember the rabid dog? When it goes into action, the Yorubas call it dugbolugi. You think that he's doing what it's doing because it's a dog that is ferocious, that knows what it's doing. But you don't know that it is a dog that is infested with rabies. That is what Wike is behaving like. That is what Wike is behaving like. Let's not just assume that he is well. This is not a show of strength. It is a show of frustration. It's a sign that all is not well with Wike. Before he becomes depressed and something worse happens to him, it's not like I care about him, but of course he's a human being. Please, check on Wike. Let's make sure he's all right. Because all this arrogance, he should remember Nebuchadnezzar. That's if he believes in God. He should remember Nebuchadnezzar. Pride goes before a fall and a haughty spirit before destruction. Wike should realize that he is not God. And he's playing God, fighting everybody. Fighting Wike, fighting Fubara, fighting PDP, fighting even some people in the APC, fighting Atiku. In fact, for no reason, he drags Peter Obi in. Abba. Something is not well with Wike, or people should check him before it is too late. Now, this pride, it just continues to swell like a balloon. But you know what? Balloons have elastic limit. After a while, it bursts. When will the arrogance, the balloon of arrogance of Wike, when will it burst? Very soon. Wike must realize that you cannot use violence. You cannot use violence to win elections in this day Nigeria anymore. We know better now. What happened in Rivers in 2023 will not happen again. If he thinks that he can buy up traditional rulers, give them titles and give them cars, build lodges for judges, and that way he'll be able to secure the 2027 election, he has another thing coming. Because we know better, and we are putting things in place to make sure that all of his plans come to naught. The will of the people will be respected in 2027. Somebody should check on him. I don't think all is well with him. Look at the way he's even ranting. Look at the way he's ranting. Like somebody who is on steroids. You know, if you have watched 8 Mile, there was this black rapper that was doing blah, 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 blah. Is it not the same thing as what Wike is doing? Somebody should call Wike and check on him. All is not well. You can't be fighting everybody. You are not God. You are not God. Only God has the final say. And then the voice of the people, they say, is the voice of God. And this time around, the people will speak. And they will speak loud and clear. And no amount of intimidation or buying up of the electoral body, buying up of the judiciary, use of security agencies, none of it will work this time around.